Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Crafting with Holly. It is March 22nd. We are more than halfway through the month and I cannot wait to share with you another piece of artwork featuring this month's stamp of the month called Just Chicken In. I hope that you've enjoyed these videos so far this month and all of the artwork that I have shared and walked you through featuring this must-have stamp set, and it has a thin cut. So make sure, for those of you that are VIPs, you get the stamp set for free, but you do have to purchase the actual thin cut option. And that one is deeply discounted with your free stamp of the month. So make sure you check that out on my website. And it's also noted in the catalog, if you're looking at your free copy that you received when you placed an order either in February or if you've already placed one in March, you get a free catalog. This one just launched. It's the March-April book. Oh my goodness, it is full of so many amazing things. But you'll notice down here that it's normally $36.95 for the stamp of the month with the thin cut option. For non-VIPs, it's $21.95, but if you're a VIP, you get to take $5 off of that because non-VIPs do pay $5 for the stamp of the month. So I just wanted to clear that all up. But oh my goodness, so many beautiful things. I love this paper, the mixing collection. This is one of our new travel collections that's called Let's Go Anywhere. And then we have been having so much fun with the Honey Bunny collection and with our upcoming Palooza that took place at the beginning of March. You can still access those videos as well as all of those amazing classes that Dana, Tina, and myself have taught. And we are getting ready to kick off the Let's Go Anywhere Palooza, which will be in April, and it's going to feature this collection right here. So those details are on my YouTube channel. They're also in my private Facebook group, so make sure that you check them out. But we are going to make another card featuring these beautiful patterns that I was so drawn to on page 38 in the catalog, and we're going to turn this one into a shaker element, and I cannot wait to teach you that. So let me just put these off to the side so that you can see the two-page layout that I taught at the beginning of this month. That's linked in this video down in the comments. You can see the link to walk you through how to make this beautiful two-page layout. And then the first card that I taught on the second week was this beautiful Easter card. And then last week I taught how to paper piece this beautiful little chickie with a pattern paper. Today I'm going to walk you through how to do another type of paper piecing with solid cardstock and coloring and creating this really fun shaker element. And then next week we're going to round it out by this cute and final project right here. So I'm going to go ahead and set these off to the side and grab all of my pieces right here. We're going to need some scissors because we're going to be dovetailing all of these banner pieces right here. And then let's build this shaker together as well as our cute little chickie. And I used the light side of honey butter cardstock. So we're going to do that first with the intense black ink. I'm going to grab some blocks here and my stamp set that I just set down. Let me grab that very quickly. I've already gone ahead and cut out the chick with my thin cut, so all we need to do now is just stamp him. So I'm going to gently peel him off of my carrier sheet. Just use your fingers to gently peel them. You don't have to pull or tug. They are fragile and they can tear, and I've done that. So learn from me and my mistakes. And then we want to just peel off this hey chick because we are going to stamp that onto this little backing. And we're going to stamp it just a little bit farther down so that you can see it. All of the supplies that I've used are in the comments. And then for those of you that qualify for the stamp of the month through purchasing either through me or through the person that shared this video with you, they will share my guide with you. So we're going to just stamp that little hey chick right there and set that off to the side for a second. Let's go ahead and take care of this little guy. And I also used the gold yellow blend marker. And we are going to just tap and twist to get ink on him. And And then we're gonna carefully stamp him on this little guy, the one that I cut out. And then we're going to stamp him again onto the honey butter. And just like we did last week, we are going to cut him out, and then we're going to color him in with some marker. And you're going to see how beautiful coloring on cardstock is. And honestly, unless I had pointed it out to you, you probably didn't know that he was paper pieced on. But look at that. As I lift up the paper, you can see that he is stamped on paper. Not too shabby. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut him out, and we are going to go right close to those little black lines without cutting into the black lines. And I'm just moving the paper and cutting around that little beak of his. Hopefully I'm not getting too close to the camera. Sorry about that. But we're just going to start trimming that real close, because we want those black lines to show on our final project, and we're using that as a guide. So let me just come around here like that. Perfect. Okay, and now we're going to do some coloring, and all I did was I took the medium shade and basically just went around his little feathers, and we're just adding a little bit of color. Kind of like a little outline. And you can add as much or as little color if you'd like. And then I'm using the medium shade to color in his little beak. And then again, I just wanted to come down here and just add some color down here too. And it really lightens up quite a bit. And then we're going to go ahead and use the light shade on his feet. Just like that. And then I went back over those little areas that are a little bit, have those little hash marks, and just made it a little bit darker. Just like that. Okay, and now all we need to do is just take some adhesive. I'll get my foam pad out of the way because I don't need that anymore. And we're just going to put that right over top, just like so. And look at how adorable he is. Isn't he so precious? Okay, I'm gonna just clean off my stamp with my chamois and my block. Put those over here, and I think we are now ready to build our shaker card. So if you've ever watched me do this, you'll notice that there's a film on this plastic piece, and you can either use your nail or you can use an eraser to kind of help find that. I think I found it, so I'm just gonna try and carefully pull this back. Here it comes. There you go. And it's only on one side, so we're just gonna peel off that film. And then I like to use the anti-static pouch to just add a little bit of powder to help remove any static that might be on this plastic part, and then I just kind of wipe it off with my hands. And then we are ready to start building this. So we first want to add some anti-static to this. And for those of you that have ever watched me remove the backing from this, I start out by just taking my Versamat and a piercing tool and going around and cutting the circle that I need away from this backing. And then that way I can still reuse this for some other projects, but you only need the circle for this project for what we're doing. So I'm just gonna carefully try and get that removed. So just separate that, save this for another project. Lots of great foam tape on there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put my lid back on my piercing tool and put it away. And then we're gonna peel off this one first. And we're going to put it onto this circle very, very carefully. And I tend to do it one section at a time just to make sure that it's on there real good. And then we're going to go ahead, add our sequins, which happens to be these flower confetti, and they're still available in our catalog. And I've already put some anti-static on here as well. And I want quite a bit of that in there because it's a pretty big shaker. And then we're going to go ahead and take some anti-static, and we're just going to rub around the outer edge. Oops, I probably should have done that first, but you can see that that's okay to do it last. And then I just kind of added a little bit more powder to those flowers because they are quite staticky. Let me just get the rest of those little guys off, put them in there, and now we can go ahead and gently peel back this top layer. Hold that down so that it doesn't cause the card to jump. And then we are going to carefully, as you can see, there's still a little bit of static on there. But there we go, look at that. And if you get this little hangover like I did, you can just take your scissors and we can cut it. But let's just see, I don't think it's gonna be a problem once I glue this circle on here. I don't think it's gonna be a problem at all. So we're gonna go ahead and just run with that. And then I'm gonna reach over here and grab my liquid glue. And I'm using the dark side for the shaker. We're just gonna come around, add a nice thin layer of glue. Here we go. Turn that around, and now let's set that right on top. Just like that. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. And we're gonna let that dry while we are putting together the rest of the card. So we need to dovetail these pieces. And then let's start by attaching these. And like I said, all of the measurements and cutting instructions are in the guide that I created. And I want my adhesive. I love this Honey Bunny paper. There is not a bad pattern in this collection. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get enough of it because as soon as I fall in love with something, we get ready and we launch another color or another product line. So I only have a couple of months to enjoy this. So we're just attaching these pieces. And I'm just going to use my other side to line that up. Oh, and we want this one butted up against that one. And it's not quite straight, so let me just carefully lift this up. That's what I love about our adhesive. It is very forgiving. And then I'm going to take my scissors, let's line this up, and just dovetail those just like that. And then these are going to get some adhesive on them. And I was running low on some large strips of my sea glass, or Seabrook, sorry. That was another color we used to have. My Seabrook glitter paper. So these were just little strips. You can do long strips or little strips. It doesn't matter. Okay, and then we are going to mount these little guys right here in the center, like so. I want them just a little bit closer together. And then these little guys are going to come over and tuck right there. Whoops, let's make sure we get that nice and secure, Holly. Oh, it's so cute. And then I'm going to just run some adhesive on the back of this. Let's get that lined up. Needs a couple more minutes to dry, but we'll be okay. And then I'm going to just wipe off some of that excess glue. And then we're going to stick our little baby chick right there. And I think I will use, no foam tape. Let's do this. I had some glue dots sitting around here. What did I do with them? Aha, I found them. Here we go. I'm gonna just stick some glue dots on him. I think he'll be a little bit more sturdy. And we want him to sit right there. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. Wasn't that so fun? Well, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, next week, I will be back in to share with you how to make this adorable card. And again, I thank you for clicking that like button, subscribing to this channel, and leave a comment. I'd love to know what you think about these sweet little Just Chicken In chicks. Have a great day, everyone, and a great weekend.